Hey everybody, I'm going to tell you how to get FSR4 working on older DLSS titles. So to get this you need Optiscaler from GitHub. You just type in Optiscaler GitHub and it should come up. And there's two things you need to do. One is you need to download the latest build, but you also need to find this particular file from your AMD drivers and copy that in as well. So there's two stages, a bit confusing. Anyhow, you just go to Nightly Builds and then you just get the latest one and download that as a zip file. But that is not enough. You also need to find this file, AMD XESS FSR4.dll. Now the way to find it is I'll put it in the description. Copy this and then just go into Windows and then System 32 and then search for it within there, and then you need to copy that file as well. I don't know why that's not included. Anyhow, what you then need to do is copy this to the correct directory for your game, and I'm going to show you how to find that. So basically I'm going to use Ghost Runner, and I go into my Epic directory, Ghost Runner. It's not this directory. It's normally a directory called binaries, Win64. Normally there'll be something called Win64 shipping. That's where you need to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run Ghost Runner first and show you what it looks like, and then put it in and show you the difference that it makes. So if I go to Epic Game Store, run this game in, oh sugar, sorry about that. Go back to library, go back to Ghost Runner. It's because I've got to launch it in DirectX 12 mode. So Ghost Runner DirectX 12. Then what you'll see is if I go to settings, I shouldn't be able to select DLSS. So DLSS is turned off. I'm going to start the game and show you what the FPS is. So this has got ray tracing, and you can see my FPS is about 46. So let's quit the game and let's add in this stuff. So as I said, you need to be in the directory of binaries Win64, and it will say something like Win64 shipping. So you've got to copy this AMD file there. So I found this file, copy, paste, there we go. And then also on my downloads I had Optiscaler, so I just take all of these files and again copy them into the same directory, and I'd already done some before. Okay, and then you'll see one called Optiscaler Setup. Double click on that, oops, and then it's a security alert because it's not an official program, but you've got to press more info and then run anyway, and then you get this batch file. You just press 1, and then I use in AMD, yes, and we use DLSS impute, yes, and then this allowed me to replace DLSS with FSR4, but again it's not easy. It took me ages to work out what's going on. So what I do is I go back to Ghost Runner. I've got to launch DX12 version, so I go here and Ghost Runner DX12 and quit this. Right, remember I had about 45 FPS last time. So I go in and I go to settings and I go to video, and you'll see that DLSS is now able to be selected. So I go to DLSS and then we can do balanced, and then apply, and then if I reload the game, now this is not enough. You also have to select FSR4 from within it. So if I go back to game mode, see my FPS has gone up from about 45 to 77 ray tracing. Now what you do now is you press insert, and then what I need to do is on XESS now, which is Intel, I need to select FSR 3.x. Again, it's confusing because it's not XFSR4. Press apply, and then FSR4 appears there. Don't change that, FSR4. So FSR 3.x, apply, and then if you do change it, you can press FSR2 and you press change upscaler, but just use the FSR4, and then we're done. And then press insert again, and let's get my frame rate now. I'm now on 89 FPS. I've now replaced DLSS with FSR4. So yeah, that's it. Enjoy.